Yo, what's up, good people? This your man Chris Thorns coming to you with another video. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're looking at my content. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Today, it's another sad day as another black brother has lost his life and gone. The brother who I'm speaking of is Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy has died at the age of 57. He died today, from what I'm looking at, and he died of leukemia. Man. Um, Charlie Murphy was one of my favorite actors. I love Charlie Murphy, and Lord knows I love Eddie Murphy. No, you can't forget Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy was the man, you know. But I enjoyed Charlie Murphy as well, especially his days with the Chappelle Show. Man, dude was funny as fuck. I think the character he played was Buck Nasty, something like that. He used to do this shit. He used to do that shit right there, man. That shit used to be funny as hell. And one of my favorite episodes he played as Buck Nasty when they had the Haters Ball. I'm sure everybody remember that when he did that on the Chappelle Show. Also, he also appeared in movies like CB4, another funny movie of mine. I think he had his hands in Harlem Nights, and Lord knows that was a funny ass movie. He played in Black Jesus, which that was funny, and many more, and many more. And it's sad to see this brother gone, and to hear what he was battling with. So, brother, you will be missed. But here's some even more fascinating news that I didn't even know. This man had lost his wife in 2008, I believe. He lost his wife. And he lost his wife to cervical cancer. And I'm going to read to you what he said in the interview with Vibe magazine. I think Vibe is a magazine. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't 2008. It was 2009 when he lost his wife, and they was married for 12 years. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Cause I know I did a video yesterday or maybe the day before, when marriage is one of the things I was talking about. How people getting married nowadays, and the marriage don't even last even a fucking year, or it even lasts just 1 year, and folks already getting divorced and shit, So to hear marriages like this, 12 years, hey man, way to go, brother, way to go. His wife's name was Tisha Taylor Murphy, and she died of cancer in 2009, cervical cancer. And he was never the same. This is what he said on losing his wife. He said he came home, and she in the kids' room crying. That's when she told him that cervical cancer, you don't really grasp it. When the person tells you they're going to die, you go crazy. You become a different person from the moment you hear those words. A young woman like that don't drink, don't smoke, don't do drugs. Neither do I. And it's sad that shit like this still do happen to people. I know people that's 90s who do all that. Exactly. She's a very organized woman. When she died, all the arrangements had been made. She made her own arrangements. Wow. Impressive. He says, I'm not okay. You're never really okay. You just learn to live with it. I can imagine. I can really imagine. But then again, I'll come back to that in a minute. That's something monumental. Losing somebody that close in your life. It happens to my children and me. You don't get used to it, and you don't get over it. Let me go back to what he says. I'm I'm not okay. You're never really okay. You just learn to live with it. I like that right there because that's what us as people really, that's really what us as people have to do, you know? I mean, yes, we mourn, and yes, we said that the person is gone. And you would never be okay with it, but you ain't got no choice but to live with it. You know, I mean, because your life gone doesn't mean your life is over. So I love that what he says. I mean, there's people who I went to school with that died, and I hate that they died, but hey, you know, I got to live with it, you know, doesn't mean my life over. Had a homeboy who I was close to when I used to work at FedEx, and my man killed himself. You know, that fucked me up, you know, because that my dude, you know what I'm saying? Even though he had signs that, you know, he wasn't thinking too right a lot of times, but, you know, I never thought that he would turn around and take his own life. And he actually had left a letter to his grandmother, 'cause that's who he was staying with, his grandmother. And he left a letter to her. And the letter was pretty much saying that he felt like he disappointed her. And that even hurt me more because I just seen that cat like one weekend before this happened. And that man was happy to see me and I was happy to see him. And man, we were supposed to have kicked it, man, because we haven't seen each other in quite some time. Then I be damn. I get a call from another close friend of mine who I used to work with at FedEx. And I'll never forget it. I was playing a video game. And I was so into the video game that I wasn't going to even pick up this phone call. But I picked up the phone call anyway because of who was calling. And I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, can you call me back because I'm kind of busy right now? I mean, I really want to do a shit important, but I was just into that game. She was just like, hey, Chris, you know what? Look, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm just going to come out and tell you. So-and-so is dead. And I'm just like he said, you can't grasp it. I'm like, man, quit fucking playing with me, man. I just seen that cat last weekend. They were like, I wish I was playing with you, but he's dead. And I'm just like, what the hell happened? And she told me that they found him behind of a restaurant, a Church's Chicken or a KFC chicken or something with a suicide note. Blowed his brains out, man. And I was like, man, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. So I'm still waiting on her to say, you know, hey, you know, I'm just fucking with you. But then I had to think about it, you know, I mean, anybody who play with death like that, you gotta be a sick motherfucker, you know. So when she didn't say I was playing and then there was an actual funeral playing, this shit set in with me, man. And that shit fucked me up, man, because that was my dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude would talk to me about shit that he was going through. He was the type of person that didn't like to see other people happy because, you know why? He said he wasn't happy. And he said one of the main things he wasn't happy about because his mom was strung out and his daddy was nowhere around. And see, that's why I'm a firm believer that when your daddy is around, that plays a major part in a lot of people's life too. And that's what he said. He said his dad wasn't around, his mama was strung out, you know, so who he got to turn to? All he got is his grandmama, you know? And shit, went to the man funeral, man, dog. It was just fucked up to see my boy in a casket like that. But you know, really wasn't okay with it. But here I am now. I think that was matter of fact, I think that was 2009 or 2008 when that happened. You know, here it is now, 2017. You know, I'm learning to live with it. You know, still my boy. You know, I wish he had to talk to me before all this shit had happened. But you know, I guess they say shit happened for a reason. So I don't even want to say that, but it happened. It happened. Also, what this story reminds me of, it reminds me of my granddaddy on my daddy's side. He stayed in California. And probably when I was around about 21 right there, my daddy kept growling at me about coming to see my granddad in California. Because I guess he was on his last days or whatnot. And I think he had cancer or something like that. And I remember he gave me a phone. He called me one day and said, you need to get out here and see your granddaddy. You need to get out here and see your granddaddy. You don't get out here and see your granddaddy before he die, I'm going to be real upset. My mindset was like, I don't give a fuck about you getting upset. Because where was you growing up when I got upset? Well, motherfucker, you want around when I want you around. So why the fuck would I be cared about you getting upset at me when you didn't give a fuck if I got upset at you because I want to be around you as a fucking child? I ain't fuck that shit. That's what I was saying to myself. And I want them type, you know what I'm saying, you try to tell me to do stuff, I'll be stubborn just because you told me to do it. And in the manner that you told me to do it. You know, now all this time, you won't worry about me seeing my granddaddy. But when he was dying, now all of a sudden you want me to see my granddaddy? I was just like, man, get the fuck up out of here, man. Fuck your feelings, bro. Fuck your feelings. So what made me go out there was my mom's. I told my mom's, hey, my dad coming to me with this bullshit talking about going to see my granddaddy and woo this and woo that. Of course, I didn't say it to her like that, but I said he coming to me talking about come out there and see my granddaddy and this and all that shit. So my mom said, hey, y'all don't want to go see your granddaddy. So when she said that, I was all right, I guess I will go see it. And again, at that time, I was working at FedEx. So FedEx had free flight. You get to ride in a cargo plane, and you get to fly anywhere for free until the 9/11 event happened, and they stopped all that. So I took a flight, and I went out there. And I got to say this, you know, even though I had my mindset and my dad the way I did, I was happy that I went out there. I was, because first of all, California was a beautiful place, at least the part that I was at. And then second of all, you know, I actually felt good to get a chance to see my granddaddy on his last days. Now, mind you, I don't know much about my granddaddy to this day. I still don't, other than he's my dad and my uncle's father because they twin. That's the only thing I really know about him. But to know any history of him or anything, you know, I still don't know of him, man, right? I mean, and to this day, you know, I just choose not to ask about him, you know? Not that I have anything against him because he hadn't done anything to me. He didn't procreate to have me, you know, so I don't have no issues with him, you know? But the few days I was there, you know, I enjoyed it. I got to talk with Granddaddy, you know what I'm saying? Granddaddy's real cool and all that good stuff. So time to go home. I really didn't want to go home because I was really enjoying myself and getting to know Granddaddy a little bit, but I had to go home. And I be damn, probably about a few weeks later or a month later or something like that, he turned around and passed. He passed. And got on a flight to go to his funeral. I wasn't upset. I didn't really get emotional about it. I didn't really get that emotional about it because I was just happy I got a chance to see my granddaddy, you know, before he passed. And that was a good thing to get to know him a little bit before he passed. Now, moving fast forward, he had a wife. I forget what her name was, but that lady was so sweet to me when she met me. I never met this woman before. She never met me before. But that woman was so sweet to me when she met me. You know what I'm saying? You probably could ask for a better, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's his wife. I don't know what they make her to me, if it makes her anything to me, but you couldn't ask for no better person than that. She was just so sweet to me. Always smiling, always talking to me. When we see each other, she spoke and all that. So, after he passed, I be damn again. 3 weeks later, I get a call. She passed. I was just like, damn, you know, that is crazy. My granddaddy just passed. Now his wife turned around and passed. Man. Even with my auntie. I got another auntie. My kinfolk Chris Moore. His auntie, my auntie, lost her husband. And then, but I think she lived like a few more years before she passed. I think she passed back in 2009 or even 2008, somewhere up in there, and she turned around and passed. So I felt bad about that because I stayed right down the street from my auntie, and I would hardly go down there and talk to her. I went down there a few times, but I could have went down there more, knowing the situation that she was in, that she was on her last days too. But I didn't because, I just really want fucking with family members like that. I mean, some of them didn't even did shit to me. It was just the way things was happening with me and how I grew up. When I grew up, I just kept to myself. She another one. When I was growing up, nice as hell to me. Real cool. Always talked to me, And, hey, I should have went down there more. That's all I can say about that. I was fucked up about that because I should have went down there more to talk to her, to see her or whatnot. But I didn't, and it was too late, So I was fucked up about that. So anyway, y'all, to end this video, even with them little few stories that I just told, it's crazy how fast we are dropping. And for some reason, and I could be wrong, it seems like it's us as blacks. We are dropping faster than anybody, man. And we out here sitting up here fighting and bickering and bullshitting about the wrong bullshit, man, when we ain't really just looking at what's really going on, man. Real talk. We are dropping, man. Look at all the R&B singers. Well, the singers, period. All these actors die, wrestlers, this, your family members, your homeboy. We all die, man. We see them one day and then turn around, they dead the next. I mean, seriously. I sit up here and see these folks one day, then a couple of days later or a week later or whatever, they is dead. That shit fucks with people, man. We got to get it together, people. Now, some stuff we can't handle, like the cancer and all that stuff. We can't do nothing about that. But still, man, we can still show them love on their last days, man. A lot of us don't do that shit. I, for one, am guilty of that. I'm guilty as hell of that. Like I said, my auntie, I should have showed her more love than what I did. But I didn't, So that was my fuck up. As far as her goes. Even my other auntie that I told you, Aunt Fanny. I could have did it with her too because that lady was good to me too. She didn't do shit to me. That lady rocked with me when I was growing up. I should have showed her more love too, but I didn't. And see, I tell people like I did on some of my streams. You know what I'm saying? Tell people you love them because this might be your last chance to tell them that you love them. But see, I don't even go by my own words because I got a little sister right now who's 20 something now. That girl ain't did nothing to me, man. I find it hard to tell that girl that I love her. I really do. My mom's still living now. It's kind of hard for me to tell her that I love her. Well, I know why it's hard for me to tell her that. But my little sister, man, she ain't did shit to me, man. And it's kind of hard for me to tell her that I love her. I mean, she knows that I do. She know I do anything for her if I can, but it's hard for me to tell my little sister that I love her. But I love you, sis. I do. It's hard for me to say it. And I think it's hard for her to say it to me. But it's all good, though. I can live with that. But I know we're going to have to get that together. Because, shit, once mom gone, we pretty much only got me and her. You feel me? So, we had to get it together. Not just me and her, but all of us. And not just all blacks. Anybody. No matter what race or gender, man. Know what I'm saying, man? Look, show your folks you love them, man. Show your homeboys you love them, man. Show your homegirls you love them. I mean, people that you fuck with now you got somebody, know what I'm saying, who just with the shit, and you think fuck with them, being with the shit, gonna bring negativity in your life, then I can understand that. But if you got people who really rock with you, man, show them folks that you love them, man. Real talk, because stories like this, they ain't the first, and the show in the hell ain't gonna be the last, man. Let's get that shit together, people. Real talk, man. This your man, Chris Thorns. Catch you next video. Catch you next stream. Charlie Murphy, you'll be missed, brother. Salute.